Hey posers, back here. Decided to make a second part to my Mayor Bloomberg video on force and why I think it's so good to make people do what's in their own best interest, even if they don't agree with you. So, like I said in the last video, I wanted to commend him on the ban on smoking. That's number one. Number two, the size of cups for soda cups that could be sold. Totally rational. Not nanny state behavior. There's a lot of fat kids out there. I see them all the time in my neighborhood. I mean, I wouldn't talk to them. But, I mean, they're even in my building in Williamsburg. And when my trust fund kicks in, I'm totally kicking all these fat kids out. I mean, my trust fund doesn't kick in for another couple years, but, like, I'm totally buying the building that I live in, and I'm gonna, like, gentrify the neighborhood, but I'm gonna say that it's Republicans' fault somehow. I'm not really sure I'm gonna pull that off, but when my trust fund does kick in, totally gonna invest in the real estate in the whole area in Brooklyn. So, anyway, back to this. Mayor Bloomberg decided that it was in the best case scenario for mandatory flu vaccines. Now, I'm reading this off of politicker.com. It says, autism advocates are set to protest tomorrow against the quiet effort by Mayor Michael Bloomberg's administration to require annual flu vaccinations for all New York City school children under 5 years of age. This is interesting because, like, you have autism advocates, and they're becoming kind of powerful, but they're not as powerful as the eighth richest man in the world, thankfully, or the New York City government. So hopefully they're not going to get it done. But, I mean, it says here that young children have a high risk of developing severe complications from influenza. 1/3 of children under 5 in New York City do not receive an annual influenza vaccination, even though the vaccine safely and effectively protects them against influenza illness, said the health department. So I'm going to go ahead and just believe the government and decide that it's best to A, confirm my biases by reading sources that back me up, and B, that making people do what's in their best interest, even if they don't see it, but you know it because you're like the mayor, and that automatically guarantees that you're right about every decision because you're the mayor. I think he needs to just stick with his guns on this one. I think he's done that, and I think he's just a man among men. He really is. Like, it's just wonderful to see that people are that compassionate about their fellow man that they'll make them do what's in their own best interest, even if they don't want it. So I just felt compelled to once again thank you, Mayor Bloomberg. You'll be missed. You've done a lot of great things for the city of New York, and I just can't say enough. Hopefully this next guy, he's a progressive. He's amazing too. I think he's great. I'm just so glad Joe Loda lost. So, Mayor Bloomberg, you'll be missed. I just hope that we follow in what you've created and continue to go down this path of force through government when it's in people's best interest under the cause of the greater good. So, thank you, Mayor Bloomberg. It's the end of my 2-part series. And hopefully I get to meet you someday. Okay. Peace out, homies.